First stop, Sunstone Winery. I guess we're in Solvang.
Yes.
Okay. Good way to start the
It's very
tour.
late this summertime.
Very nice wine.
Weather, right?
It was lovely, and we're ready for our next tasting.
Let's go.
Which is short.
I was just told that Chateau Picard is right there. That's where they filmed for the Picard TV series.
I came here to find safety. But one is never safe from the past.
Please, sir, someone's after me.
Can you get a better view of Chateau Picard? There it is.
Pretty gorgeous.
I think we could have gone down that road. to get closer.
Be completely different.
This is the Gary Pinot Noir.
So this one is great for people that are new to reds, I think. I think it's really easy to transition from whites into this one. So this is...
Day 2 of the Sideways wine tour. First day where we got up and not a cloud in the sky, no overcastness, beautiful blue sky, crisp and cool, somewhere in the 60s. We have arrived at Fess Parker Winery. Let's check it out.
Yeah. Life is good. Yeah, you folks are going to be right over here where all the glasses are set up. Okay. Fess Parker passed away on March 18th, 2010.
Oh, wow.
13 years ago. He was 85 years old. Most of America my age got to see him the first time back in 1954. Walt Disney hired Fess Parker to play Davy Crockett on television. And then in 1965, NBC hired Fess to play Daniel Boone on television. So he did both characters and didn't have to change his outfit. When he got done with TV and movies, he and his wife Marcella eventually moved up to Santa Barbara. And back in early '85, Fess came up this road that we all now refer to as the Foxen Canyon Wine Trail. He was looking for property to buy. He talked to the rancher across the way here, and that gentleman told Fess that this property was for sale. There wasn't anything on this property. This was all pasture land. Fess looked into it, and he bought this property. And when he bought it, the first thing he did was put 114 acres into grape. But he bought 714 acres.
Wow.
So the Parker family has 600 acres back here with nothing on it.
Wow.
So in 1989, they opened here, and Eli Parker was the first winemaker for Fess Parker. That's how the whole thing got airborne.
Okay.
By the way, did you folks see the movie Sideways?
Yes. Of course we did.
Okay.
I made them watch it.
Oh, you did? Well,
Oh, you didn't have to make us.
the whole movie was filmed in Santa Barbara County. And Pinot Noir was the featured wine in the movie. I can remember back when we had a hard time giving away a bottle of Pinot Noir.
Really?
Yeah. Sideways came out in November of '03, almost 20 years ago now. And after that movie came out, we couldn't bottle Pinot Noir fast enough. Everybody wanted to drink it. And the movie did a great job of exposing wineries and vineyards here in Santa Barbara County. Now, there were 2 scenes of the movie that were shot here, but we weren't called Fess Parker. And the reason for the name change, one of the scenes that they did was inside, where Paul Giamatti picks up the bucket and drinks out of it.
Oh, yes.
Fess didn't like being affiliated with that, so he told the studio to change the name. So instead of being called Fess Parker, we were called Frass Canyon.
I remember that, yeah.
And the other scene that they did here was where Paul Giamatti was on our walkway here, and he got the news on his cell phone that his book deal didn't go through.
Right.
The studio actually gave Fess a check to use this facility for 4 days. It took them 4 days to film those 2 scenes, and the running time in the movie for those 2 scenes was 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
We just had lunch here at the Salty Brigade. Now it's time for Foxen Winery. Onward. We're here at Foxen Winery for a quick 50-minute wine tasting before we do the artist
It's
build your own bottle.
Are you our winemaker?
Not today.
Okay.
I
like the anchors.
Co-owner and winemaker.
Yay!
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the Florida Guinea.
All right. Well, welcome to our part of
Except for
California.
these 2. They're
What did we just agree to buy here?
This one, 2 of these, and
2
2
Chardonnays
of these.
and
We
2
could do
Pinots
2
from
more.
Foxen.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a case shipped to
We're
June.
here right in time. The last full flight is at 3:45.
All right.
Ryan and Caitlin. Yeah. So if you go to Europe, most of you have probably been to Europe. You've been to Bordeaux, south of France, Spain, Italy. Most of the wines are blends, right? Right? Terroir is basically a scented place, capturing the essence of a vineyard or nature in a bottle. And it's like a time capsule. The grapes every year are a little bit different. The environment, the soils, the rain, etc., etc. So every vintage has a unique taste, a different flavor. And then the way the winemaker crafts it is going to be slightly different every time. Maybe a little bit different oak, maybe a little different yeasts. And maybe age it a little bit longer. It's outstanding, one of the best aromas you've ever had. One, you might like the aroma, but the mouth feels like, ew, it's gritty, it's, you know, it'll give that a 1. And then you'll have a total score at the end for each wine, and then you put that total score in there, and you know, hey, I really like the aroma, the flavor was okay, the mouthfeel was fantastic. And you don't need to get all crazy scientific on this if you don't want. You could just write, I really like this, and put 5 stars.
Right.
There's no rules.
Okay.
It's total chaos here. People cannot do math when they're drinking wine. For myself, I'm going 85% cab and 50% Franc. Debbie's got her wine filled over here.
Down all the way. 2 minutes.
I grew up here. Been back
I just tapped it back up. You don't win the bay and the ocean. Do you have
What a professional. Hey.
empty.
It's dead.
That one's empty. Fine, if there's more caps on.
Done.
Meantime,
All right, so what was your blend? Sure. Okay. Hey, you can do it. Here we go. For sure. Oh.
And then I'll send, that's my.
Pull it back up.
agent.
I know.
He's a graphic designer.
Very
It's
impressive.
okay,
That's good. It can be a
but he did it in about 5 minutes, because he came back from
Thank you.
trade show.
Voila.
Voila.
I just think look at that. Every time you need graphic design done, right?
There you go. Now you need
skill at all.
What else have I waxed?
Yeah. Maybe some wax stories going on.
Oh yeah, there's been many burn victims in our heritage.
I bet.
I'm like,
That's
Marshall,
no
calm
joke,
down
right?
now.
It's 400 degrees.
That's
Waxing,
no
what are you
joke.
talking about?
So what do you do? Just now at night?
And he just totally like,
unplug
nope,
that?
nope.
Oh yeah.
Or do you
Like,
have to,
didn't even blush. Nope.
Turns very
right,
Nothing
but
to
then
that.
you just
Yeah, we
plug
fired
it
up
in the
2
next
hours
thing?
before you guys came. So there you go. And then you just dry it off so it doesn't get on your label. There you go.
Voila, thank you.
So what do you recommend?
The sunset is passing between our two legs.
Wine label. Oh, that is on the wine label.
We couldn't
Figure
get the
out how to
photo
do
on
the
there.
graphics.
Well, technically,
I'm a baby boomer.
We're heading over to Brothers for some dinner.
Is that everybody? Yeah. Oh my God, the shares are so bad. All right.
Honestly, the Chateaux Chardonnays kind of had my heart, just
Yeah.
during the heat and stuff.
Yeah.
But end of the day, if I want to sip of something, I mean, have good Pinot. It's just easy. It's just a happy wine. It's Syrah once a year. So this label is because Greg's mom is an attorney. You know, used the old school typewriter. We had it in here for years, but too many people were playing with it.
Beautiful.
But yes, this wine came out after Steve Clifton went his own way. This is the after the fact wine. You know, they never agreed to make a Syrah as a team for 20 years.
That's a fantastic name.
Yeah, it's really great.
Who designed that?
Greg did.
Yeah, the bottle?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay. And where are we at?
Wine Merchant Cafe in Los Olivos.
Very good. We already had tastings this morning, so we needed something to absorb that alcohol. Later.
So we were just told when they filmed the movie, they put a table against their wine wall. They don't normally have tables here because they have cabinets that they need to get into, but it made a nice background for the movie, obviously. And there is no phone booth. They just put that in specifically for the movie and then took it out.
Take it easy.
Are you okay, Miles?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Excuse us, gentlemen. Excuse us.
Sure.
That's okay. No, it's not okay. You got it massively grounded.
Feels good. It almost feels a little sparkling, but not. Obviously not sparkling, but it's got a little bit of fizz.
This is a cold climate Syrah. We're the largest producer of Syrah in Santa Rita Hills. Cold climate Syrahs, keeping it a little bit more light and vibrant, less tannin, but still nice dark fruit and that peppery finish. This one's 40% whole cluster, so you do get that nice little texture on the finish. This will hold up to a little bit more of a richer meal, but it is also light enough that it you can enjoy it on its own. Lucy.
But I thought I would present.
Oh, well, here you go. So you probably are aware Tempranillo is the primary grape you'll find in a Spanish Rioja.
Thank you.
In Spain, it's very often blended with a little garnacha, or what we Americans call Grenache. And very often they'll actually add a little bit of Graciano as well. I did add about a 4% splash of Grenache, garnacha, to this. But it spent 32 months in a combination of French and American oak. So what you're getting is, in fact, a blend of the two different clones, but it's a very random blend that doesn't represent how I will blend it in the future. Once again, not a finished wine. First thing maybe to note is the color. Pretty dark, pretty inky. This is the one I was speaking about earlier that I might consider putting a splash of Viognier in.
Beautiful color.
That little bluish hue that you see on it right now is a suggestion of its youth.
Oh, is that? Might be it.
I'm gonna sit down and watch it. I have seen it.
Not sure. Hard to tell from this angle.
I'm not thrilled.
Thought it was
with
like a Days In now.
It's a very odd. There's too much conflict in it. It is a quirky movie, but I think if I...
Video proof, I'm here in Buellton at the Hitching Post II, made famous in Sideways.
So, what do you think? Tighter than a nun's asshole, but good concentration. Nice fruit. Pour us a couple, eh?
Yeah, it's tight.
All reds, they're from light to heavy, reds here. This is sort of a mixed list. This is where our bubbles are, our off-dry German varietals, very sweet dessert wine, which is probably not what we want to go at this point. Choose something that we want. We do have plenty small charcuterie thing over there. Make it up yourself. We've got about 30 minutes to kill, 25 minutes before this
to start off going to the Valley View Vineyard. If you remember our labels, Valley View is on a lot of our labels, and we grow a lot of different varieties there. And it's the warmest vineyard, and we have 3 vineyards, and we're in 3 different climate zones. And as a result, we only grow 29 varieties. You know, they told me years ago 6 was too many, but I haven't had any trouble with it, and it's been fun.
Right when they start circling, you're about to get right. They know it.
Okay, you want to gather around here? Louis is going to talk about the grapes a little bit.
Get in the shade. These vines right here are 40 years old, except this one with an umbilical cord right here. Took the production from 80 to 100 tons to 240 to 300 tons.
Wow.
And then I was able to get, you know, the grapes that we wanted. So it's been, this vineyard has been, I won't say the ultimate challenge, but the ultimate experience. It was so receptive to the things that we were doing. And then about 20 years ago, 5 years after we got this, and I was looking at Cabernets, I belonged to the BB Wine Club. They sent me a bottle of Clone 6 Cabernet for $150, 20 years ago. And I called up the guy that said, I need 4,000 Clone 6 vines. And I added Clone 6 here. And it has proved to be, now there's one that the grapes are just superior. They're smaller, and I make it 100. We make it 100% Clone 6. I don't want to bother it with any of these other varieties because it's the essence of Cabernet. Santa Maria was the first area that really in the new development of Santa Barbara County. It was Santa Maria that was the first area to do grapes. And the vineyard for that, if you look across, you can't see through the trees. But if you see through those trees over there to the right, there's a canyon. And on the right of that canyon, before you get into the canyon, to the right of the canyon, and then next door to it was the vineyard that I had, and then there was the river. The Dimitri Nielsen Vineyard. There. Raise my glasses.
One more. One more.